This sucks. Probably. Unless you're an introvert, then it's totally fine. This whole isolation, quarantine, social distancing, which is what I do every day, all the time. I love being at home. I love sitting down with a cup of tea, reading, playing a game, not socializing, painting my nails. I do that sometimes. But if you're stuck at home and you're not used to it, and you like to read, I have some suggestions for you. I guess cozy mysteries. Cozy mysteries, they tend to be like 10 books or more. They're fun, easy, interesting reads. It's a good way to pass the time if you literally have nothing else to do. So in a cozy, you have fun characters, you have a diabolical murder, you have terrible police work. If Miss Witherspoon can solve 12 murders in her hometown at her book club over tea with her talking cat while knitting, the police are not doing their job. Or the police tend to be there, they just, I don't know why they suck so bad that random Ashley Baker of Baker Bakery can solve who killed her boyfriend and they don't know. I do love just going on Amazon, looking through the free books and just seeing what they have there. That is one good way to find a book like this, a book with many in a series. You can always get the first one for free, see if you like it, and then buy the rest. I have gotten 3 of these books. 2 of them are free. One was really cheap, 99 cents, but it is free with Kindle Unlimited. I have one that's basically a smooth ride, and by smooth ride I mean something like riding in the passenger seat with the window down and your friend is going like 25 miles per hour, because any faster then the wind's gonna be just terrible and loud, but at 25 miles per hour the wind's nice and you can enjoy the scenery. And then I got another one that's a little bit more heavy. It has magic, it got witches, there's some world building, and there is a dog, not a cat, but a dog, and some other magical creatures. It's pretty good, but we're gonna get into that. And I have one that is just, it makes me believe that I can just drop everything and start my own mystery series right now with how low effort it seems. But if I had to read it, I want to talk about it. So let's start with the smooth ride. This one is called Cozy Mysteries, The Art and Craft of Murder, Whistler's Cove, Cozy Mystery Series, Book 1 by Cozy Cat Parker. So our sleuth in this series is Misty Williams. She is a D4C and she owns a tea house. Something you're gonna notice in all these types of books. The main character has their own business, or they're retired or something. Because I guess having your own business means that you have the time to drop everything and solve a murder instead of putting your time and energy into your business to make sure you can maintain that business and your everyday life. They must really have some good clientele. She owns a tea house, but no one ever buys tea there. It's always a sandwich. It's always a soup. One time there was a smoothie. No one has purchased tea. And there is a cat. It doesn't talk, but there is a cat. Points for that. I'm doing a point system now. We have owning your own business. We have cat. Murder is just a duh. I should probably make a bingo card for this. I really enjoyed this one. The murder doesn't happen like right off the bat. You're introduced to all the characters you need to be introduced to, and then the murder happens more so like I guess 1/4 of the way in, and you already know who's going to be killed because it is called out in the first sentence of this book. And I quote, "One of these days someone's going to murder that stupid old woman." Right there. And yes, this old woman is the one that dies, not someone else accidentally in her place, which, as morbid as it is, would have been kind of funny, but nope. So what Miss Cozy Cat Parker does, she introduces all the players, has them interact, the eventual murder victim is just this terrible, terrible old biddy. Everybody hates her. She screws over someone. She makes someone else really, really mad. It's just like the possibilities of who murdered her are, like, the list is really long. There's also like a whole bunch of other really, really old men that really, really love her, so it could have been a crime of passion where it's like, she said no to me too many times, so I killed her. I do like seeing them interact, and it did keep me guessing as to who killed her, because literally it could have been anyone, and I wouldn't have blamed them because she is terrible. I liked the build up to the murder, and I liked the investigation afterwards by our sleuth. She's just going around talking to people. There's rumors spreading everywhere. She and her friend, whatever her friend's name is, I don't remember her friend's name. Everyone's a suspect. Everyone's spreading murders. Everyone's spreading murders. This town, you can't go to Whistler's Cove because everyone's spreading this murder fever. And she investigates rumors. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone's like, who would have killed her? And I think some people were like, well, I would have done it if it didn't happen soon enough, because nobody likes this lady. And having everybody talk to each other, it really gives it that small town feel. That's all I'm gonna say for that one. It was really enjoyable. It's only 47 pages, free on your Kindle. You can download it, give it a shot. It doesn't really take that long to read. Like an hour-ish, I think, maybe? Let's talk about the bad, because I want to end this on a high note. The bad one is Virtually Scared to Death, Julia Blake Cozy Mystery Book 1 by Gillian Larkin. It's 11 books in this series, 43 pages long. Our sleuth in this one is Julia Blake. She owns a cleaning business. Point for her there. She owns her own cleaning business. So she can, like, while she's investigating murder, she can spray off the fingerprints of the suspect. So, you know, yeah, she'll be great. This is something I looked into a little bit. So she runs a cleaning business, but she's always finding dead bodies. Out of the 11 books that are in this series, she finds the body 8 times. She would be on some sort of list for me. She keeps, like, you will not forget her. Imagine this being on the news, like, Julia Blake finds body in client's home. Julia Blake finds body in client's office. Julia Blake finds body in chocolate flotation tank. And yes, that is one of them. There's a dead person in a chocolate flotation tank. I don't even know if that's real. Sounds delicious, minus the dead body. But 8 is a lot of people to find dead. To those of you who own your own cleaning business, you go to other people's houses or offices to clean them, tell me in the comments how many dead bodies you have found. I'm guessing the average is gonna be like 3 dead bodies, around that, 3. I am going to show you my first pet peeve with this book. See it? See the problem? No indents. And also, let me show you how short these chapters are. Chapter 1. Chapter 2. Chapter 3. Chapter 4. Chapter 5. Chapter 6. 7. 8. 9, and a lot of these chapters, I don't understand why they're chapters. The chapter ends with Julia finding the body, and the next chapter begins with her running over to the dead body she just found. I don't know why it was done like that. And another pet peeve of mine, when we first meet Julia, she is at a client's house playing a game that he was developing. And the game she was playing was some kind of fairy mining shooter game, because she keeps killing the fairies when she's supposed to be collecting diamonds. And if she killed too many fairies, it would add 30 seconds to her time. Oh no, wait. When she kills a fairy, it adds 30 seconds to her time. When she kills 10 fairies, she has to go back to level 1. But the game developer, Mark Castle, was asking her to play the game because he wanted to know how a beginner would do with this game. Julia is the equivalent to the journalist that could not get past the tutorial in Cuphead when you had to jump and dash. She could not jump, and dash in the tutorial to teach you how to play. He could not get past that. That is her. She's not meant for this type of game. But yeah, it's just another pet peeve of mine. This dude is supposed to be in the video game business, and he's asking this person that definitely does not play video games to be a beta tester. And if it's something that's arcade-like, you need to be able to get good. You have to be willing to get good. She's not willing to do that. She seems to be more casual. It's just, I just can't. I just can't. She's not the target for this type of game. And that's fine. There are people you can target with your arcade-like fairy shooter diamond mining game. Oh, here's something else. I need, the I is capitalized because it should be, and then need right after that is also capitalized. It was free. Anyway, I'm gonna pick this thing apart. So there was one scene, or in this scene, after she finds him dead, Mark Castle is the victim. But after she finds him dead, the maintenance dude, I guess, he calls 911. The police come, and they find her about to make tea. She said, "I'm making tea for the shock." What's more shocking is the fact that you are willing to make tea with a dead body like 10 feet away from you. And the last thing I want to talk about with this book is that things are just too convenient that everything just works out. Which I guess is because it's only 43 pages. Like, how else are you going to get through the story? I'm sure there's better ways than having Julia somehow know what color pill his prescription is, because that is such a minute detail. But why would she know the color of his pills when she's only over there for a little bit cleaning his house? Like, this seems like it takes place in the UK. In the UK, are the bottles are the bottles clear where the pills are, or are they orange like they are over here in America? If it's orange, you won't be able to tell if they're blue. You probably tell if they're a dark color, but you're not going to know that they're blue or that they're a darker shade of blue. And why would she know and not him at the time of taking those pills? It's just a really odd thing to remember and way too convenient. I don't like convenience. I'm done talking about that. Let's talk about the good one, the one that I enjoyed, the only one that is not free but is only 99 cents. It's also not short. I didn't know that when I picked it for this video, but it's good enough for me to mention it. I really like this book. And this book is A Drop of a Dream, a Cozy Fantasy. Talented Book 1 by, Amy Hopkins. This is a 4-part series, pretty good one, and I think this book is 251 pages long. And free on Kindle Unlimited. Also, the Whistler's Cove series, that is also free on Kindle Unlimited, but the Julia Blake series is not. So our sleuth in this one, her name is Emma. She is a half-witch who owns a tea shop that sells tea, and those teas are enchanted. Like, if you have a hangover, she can enchant this tea to cure your hangover. Or if you need to study, she can enchant the tea for memory retention to help you study. Seems like a really cool idea to me. It's like you're taking drugs, but you're not. Actually, that sounds bad. It's like you're taking drugs, but you're not taking drugs. You're just taking magic glitter, I guess, in tea form. I didn't think about it like that till now. So this is a world where you have your mortals, your regular everyday people, you got your witches, and you have your creatures. So think Harry Potter, but everybody knows that each other exists. And they live side by side, peacefully. That's in quotes because there's a heck of a lot of prejudices with everyone. The mortals don't like the witches are magical creatures, and the magical creatures don't like the witches really, and the witches are just like uppity and snooty and think they are the best thing since sliced bread. Because sliced bread is great. I'm not slicing my own bread. That thing will be so uneven every time. So following in line with the other two books, this is a cozy fantasy mystery. This is following a series of murders where The people that are targeted, they are half-blood witches, like our main character, Emma. And the thing about this is that half-blooded witches, nobody really cares about them as victims. The police don't get involved in anything magical, and the witch society don't care about half-bloods because they're weak and they're worthless and they're useless. So all these people that are being murdered, like, it's being reported, but nobody cares because the mortals aren't being targeted, so what? And nobody cares about the half-witches, or they would rather them be gone, so whatever, it's a plus for them, and it touches on that injustice for the half-blood. Basically, Emma is kind of screwed when it comes to this. Ain't no one gonna come to her aid except for some people. I feel like when I say something about world building, it can be really intimidating because think of something like Game of Thrones and the size of a book like that. When it comes to world building, that's a lot. But the world building in this is actually really easy to get into. It's given to you bit by bit when you need to know something. And some things are just happening in this world as a way of explaining it instead of breaking it down. Like in Emma's shop, a goblin comes in and just starts talking to her like he sees her every day because he does. And that just shows you that her and mortals and these creatures are used to being around each other. Do they like it? Not really, but you can tell that this is an everyday thing in this world. And also when it comes to the use of her magic, it seems like that there are spells that everyday witches should be able to do, but then there's also things that they're just really good in, their talent per se, or their gift per se, that is only for them. So there's magic, I'm not too sure about the magical system because that wasn't really touched upon there, since Emma is living with regular people. She's not really around the witches because she's half-blood and they would hate someone like her. And it is mentioned that when she uses too much magic, she gets a headache. So there's some limitation to the magic. Ooh, the creatures. Oh yeah, the magical creatures. Love what Hopkins did with the magical creatures. I don't want to touch on that though because that was a pretty nice scene. I'm actually gonna stop talking about it. If you like magic and you like tea, you can get a drop of a dream because this lady literally sells magical tea. I can't speak. She enchants it. Just boop, boop. It's 99 cents. It's not free, but it's 99 cents. It's less than $1. It's free on Kindle Unlimited. I'm pretty sure I said that. I just really want to sell this book to ya. Like, read this book. And it looks like the rest of the series is also free on Kindle Unlimited. Oh, there's a dog. Just so you know, there is a dog. Get this book. It's a good read. It kept me entertained from beginning to end. I highly recommend it. Alright, so that is 3 cozy mysteries. So even though you're stuck inside, there's something to distract you. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.